Back in the building, better than ever, baby. Up in this biatch. And we're here to talk about or review Saturday night's main event from last night. We knew that it was going to be a pretty predictable show. We were hoping that they gave us a few surprises, just for the sake of it being Saturday night main event for the first time since 2008. But Terrence, a lot of people, I've already read a few comments, seen a few posts and tweets. Some people kind of, thought it was a dull show. Some people think that it was just a house show with a lot of lights. The commercials, people were kind of drained with some of that. I didn't see picture-in-picture, but I heard that some people actually had a few picture-in-pictures that, they were kind of overwhelmed with those. It was 5 matches, T, and we said that we probably shouldn't have had 5. 4 would have been fine. Because of the 5, it kind of felt like an AEW show, where they just ran match after match after match, and we didn't get a lot of backstage stuff, no promos or anything like that. I'm not trying to start the Sunday morning off complaining, though. Just my 2 cents. First of all, Terrence, how you doing before we get into these matches, and how did you enjoy the show last night?
I'm okay, and I think I enjoyed it for what it was. After how the Drew and Sammy match ended, which was first, I kind of knew where they were going with everything, and it was just matches. There was no outside interference. There was no major storylines changing anything. It was just matches. So I just started to enjoy it for that once I saw how Drew and Sammy's match went. But as far as the show overall, I thought it was okay. It wasn't great. But like I said, I just started enjoying it. Once I saw the Drew and Sammy match, I knew that there was nothing crazy going to happen tonight.
Yeah. A lot of nostalgia. It was tonight, though. Last night, though. But yeah, nothing surprised us at all. And I only got one wrong. Well, we got one wrong. And I'm not blaming you, Terrence. You didn't make me go ahead and agree with your upset for Finn Balor to be the champion. But it sounded good, and I thought, you know what, why not? But in the back of my mind, I always knew Gunther would retain. So that's the only one that we kind of missed. But we were just trying to be a little different. And unfortunately, Triple H didn't hear us, So Gunther's still the champion in that triple threat match. The match was okay, I guess. But let's start from the jump, though, from the beginning first. We're going to go ahead and start it off with Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn. They opened up the show. This is the one that I said should have been quick, so we would have gotten some promos or some backstage cuts or something like that. But we weren't able to get any of that because they actually made this match like a real match. It was competitive. It wasn't a squash at all. But McIntyre did come out successful as we predicted. Your thoughts on the first match?
A good way to get Drew back into the scene. Come in, you get him a clean win. Even as a heel, he gets a clean win. That says a lot when you go over a top babyface like Sami Zayn. So yeah, that's what I think it was, a good way to get Drew officially back into the fold. I know he's been attacking people, and he's attacked the Usos and Sami Zayn and whoever else has dealt with Roman Reigns. I don't know where they're going with it as far as the end part, but it's good to see Drew back into the fold and just get a good win.
Agreed. So Drew McIntyre wins, and he wins clean. That was something that I didn't know how they would do it, but I knew he would do it.
Right.
Drew McIntyre gets the win. Moving on to the second match. And no Jey Uso. I predicted that he would pop up. Was wrong about that also. No Jey Uso yet. Maybe they're saving him for Raw. Maybe he'll stay gone until Monday night Raw, January 6th, when they start on Netflix. I don't know. But yeah, no Jey Uso. Drew just beats Sami Zayn. No interference or anything like that, though. And he gets the clean win. Moving on to the second match. They jump right into the championship match between Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. We didn't think that was going to be anything different. Pretty predictable. Liv Morgan got the win. Nobody at ringside. She got a clean win. Now, if this is the way I would have done it, this is the way I would have done it. No help, no Raquel, nothing. Just, did she get beat up for most of the match? That's what heels do. Yeah, so they made Io Sky, she did her thing, and then she went up top on the rope to finish her off. She catches the boot to the face and then the Oblivion, As we've seen it, as good as we've ever seen it before. She gets Io Sky on her head, on the top of her head, and she gets the 1-2-3. Clean victory. I like it. She took a rough knee, got busted open a little bit there with the nose. But other than that, it was a pretty solid match, and I like the way they ended it. What say you?
Yeah, I like the heels getting wins without outside interference. I still think that the heels should cheat a little bit more. Knock the referee down and roll them up, grab the tights. You can't low blow Io Sky, but something. Give me something to make sure if I'm watching this for the first time, I need to know you're a heel. I need to know you're a bad guy. And if you're the prettiest one in the ring and you win clean, I don't think you're a bad guy. So I just feel like at some point there needs to be some cheating somewhere in the match just to solidify who's good and who's bad. But nevertheless, good match between both of them. Liv, like you said, took a shot to the nose, blooded up, but she still did her thing in there. And Liv, she might not be the greatest champion of all time for real, but she's becoming a very good champion in my opinion.
Yeah, she is, and I'm loving it. And I was like this after she won. Nobody came out. When Rhea came out, I was like, oh boy, she's gonna beat her down, and here comes Tiffy time. Please don't do it, not tonight. At least not to Liv. And that's crazy. I know she has to cash in on the champion, but I don't want her to cash in on either women's champion right now, not Liv or Nia Jax. So I'm gonna tell you what I almost thought was gonna happen as we get into that match a little later here.
And I'm with you.
Yeah, you see where I'm going with it. Good win though for Liv, and that's 2 matches in a row where the heel won clean. I agree with you though, Terrence. You're a heel. You can't always win clean. You got to cheat sometimes. You got to do something. Ted DiBiase won a lot of matches doing that back in the day. He was supposed to be there last night, but for some reason he wasn't able to show up. I think he's a little under the weather or something. Hope he's doing all right. But we did get Coco Beware, Tito Santino, a few more people I can't think of. The other was it was a few more, but yeah, we got a few of the appearances from the legends of the WWE. I even saw a backstage cut on here too.
According to Jesse Ventura, even Damien the Snake was there.
Even Damien the Snake was there. He was on Jesse the Ventura's back. He sure was. It would have been nice to see Jake the Snake as well, but I don't know if he still has any ties with AEW or not. But it would have been nice if he could have showed up.
Yeah, he's still fine.
He was very, very humorous. One of my favorites growing up as a kid when I first started watching. Him and Damien are just great stuff. So anyway, moving on. The third match was the triple threat between the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther versus Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. This was the match where we were looking for them to swerve us a bit and maybe take the title off of Gunther. I didn't really think it would happen, but it sounded so good the way you broke that angle down, Terrence. I was like, what the hell? Why not? They should. And, it doesn't have to be for long. But, yeah, why not for tonight? And they still didn't do it. As a matter of fact, Finn is the one who took the pin, which we know they didn't want Damian Priest to take it. Here we go. Still, your World Heavyweight Champion, though, Gunther. This was kind of one of the least interesting matches, in my opinion. The first 2 were pretty good. This one, so. Your thoughts on it, though? And are you surprised with the outcome?
Not surprised with it. What really happened is I think Triple H and his crew worked the dirt sheets again to make us believe there was going to be some kind of a title change. So, kudos to those guys for kind of keeping us on our toes a little bit. But yeah, man, I like Gunther, but I think Gunther is a better finisher. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that soft ass powerbomb and that not even a Roddy Piper sleeper, just a regular damn rear chin lock. And I like Gunther, but you gotta give bro a better finisher move, man. something a little more impactful.
Yeah. Something that makes us just think that not only is he creepy, is he intimidating, but he has a finisher that, man, I know if he gets it on us, it's over. It's a wrap. And I don't know what that would be.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the fact that like he's so good of a technician that he can beat you with simple moves. But every once in a while, give me a pedigree, give me a rock bottom, give me an RKO, a Stone Cold Stunner, something that's synonymous with this guy. Because, I mean, I don't he's too good of a guy to not have a move that's synonymous with him.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. Agreed. Well, Gunther is still the world heavyweight champion again, to nobody's surprise at all. Then we moved on to the fourth match, which was another championship match. It was
Yep.
for the United States Women's Championship. It was the finals match after this long tournament, a pretty good tournament. Some people complaining about the people that were in it, but hey, what are you going to do? They only got so many women on the roster, and
Right.
Tiffany Stratton had to be in it to a certain extent. I think they did well with this because, not to toot my own horn because I did get this right, but I thought that Michin and Chelsea Green were the two that needed to be in the final because whoever won it, in my opinion, I would have been okay with it. Either one deserved to win it. They've been doing good. They worked hard, worked their ass off. Michin has done a great job since she's came back, and I didn't know that she received. Reading some of the comments and tweets, I didn't know she received some of the hate that she actually gets. There were a few people though that wanted her to win. After I found out all of the hate she gets, I kind of was like, I know I said Chelsea Green's going to win, but I wouldn't be mad if Michin wins. But again, Chelsea Green got the win. No surprise. She didn't do it. She kind of did do it clean, but at least Piper Niven did something outside of the ring. She got her hands on me.
And that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, good enough. So we have a new United States Women's Champion, our first ever. She made history last night. As I predicted, it was Chelsea Green. Your thoughts?
Hey, first of all, kudos to you on predicting that. I didn't hear anybody else say that. I knew starting the tournament, I thought that she would have been a good pick, but I just didn't have the balls to say it, and you did. So kudos to you. I thought that may have been the best match of the night, actually.
Okay.
And I really like the unprettier that Chelsea Green hit at the end. It was very innovative. I think Christian himself should be somewhere smiling at that. Hopefully he doesn't try to look up to see if Chelsea Green's father is still alive or not, because I know how Christian is. But yeah, that was very impressive. So impressive to both ladies, and hopefully somewhere down the line, I'm still rooting for Michin to get that.
Well, Terrence, they may give her a chance to win in that third match. They may do a third one. The reason why I predicted those two to be in that finals was basically because they had the dumpster match a while back, and Michin got the victory. So I just kind of knew that they're gonna give us that again, and this time it'll be Chelsea who will get the win. Now, maybe if it's in the cards for Michin to be the United States champion, maybe she can do that at Mania. Maybe she has her moment, If Chelsea Green holds it that long, I would say why not? That's only a few months, so yeah, she still may get her opportunity in a third matchup. But congratulations to Chelsea Green. She's been putting in a lot of work on inside the ring and outside of the ring. Her social media game has been flawless. If anybody follows her or pays attention, she's been pretty good. So yeah, I just thought that she deserved it. She's more entertaining and she's hilarious. And she's got Piper. Yeah. So again, congrats to her. Now we move on to the main event. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens. This is one where this is the one where I was hoping. They said, all right, psych, Cody's losing the title. At least for tonight. Maybe he would have gotten it back on SmackDown. Maybe he would have gotten it back immediately. Right before the Rumble, I don't know. At Netflix, Raw Netflix. But I thought that they could have changed it here. I think that when you don't, it's over. But this is what they did. Cody gets the win, and it wasn't a clean win. Kevin Owens actually got the stunner. He got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pin, but the referees were knocked out. They gave us some nostalgia. Back in the day, these 80s and 90s matches, we would see the referees getting, knocked out. They can't make the count. They can't make the pin. Somebody else runs all the way down, and they come in to save the day. So this is what this kind of was. But the chair, I don't know, Terrence. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong. It may not be anything to think about. But I thought for Cody to use that chair instead of just slide that chair out of the ring like, nope, I'm not winning like this. Are they giving us or planting a few seeds that somehow, some way, Cody is going to turn heel at the end of the day with all? This is how I would do it. All of these people, all of these Avengers and everybody that came to save the day for Cody to win the title. Now some of these people are coming back like, Cody, you're wrong. You're foul. You're not loyal. You're not a good friend. Maybe all of these people just get on Cody's last nerves and he just says, the hell with this. F all of y'all. And now, I'm a heel. And something that he said that he doesn't want to do, probably never will do. He wouldn't in AEW, but he should have, and he still should. He's getting stale to me. I know they got to let him win. He's got to be the Hogan, the Cena at the end of the night. The babyface wins, yada, yada, yada. Here's the confetti. For the family, I get it. It's family TV. I get all of that. But the way he won. And then it's not over because what they did, Terrence, and I don't know why they didn't put this on television, but after the show went off air, Kevin Owens attacked Cody, pile drivered him again. Cody is put on a stretcher. Triple H comes out to ask Kevin Owens, what the hell is your problem? They get into a heated confrontation. Triple H looked like he wanted to get back in the ring and put his boots back on. He really was upset, and Kevin Owens wasn't going, and he finally gets to the back, and it got ugly. This is the way the show should have ended. Did they run out of time? Because we know there was only 14 minutes left for these two to fight. By the time the bell rung, from bell to bell, they had about 14 minutes left, and we knew time restrictions were going to be a problem at some point in the night, and it was at this point. Tell me what you think. Tell us what you think about the match and how it ended, but why didn't they give us this on television? I don't know how many people even know that happened. Right. Yeah. 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 Yeah, agreed. I think the best match was the first one between Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre, and I also thought that Chelsea Green, either that one or Chelsea Green and Mi Chin, that could have went down for the best, especially the best finish of the night. And again, the time restrictions with all the commercials, 5 matches jammed into a 2-hour show. This is what we got. You didn't get that. And again, yeah, I believe you. I agree with you. I'm sure that they purposely done that. It was intended for social media only to see. But yeah, it just tells me that it's not over, and they probably will give us this trilogy match for the Netflix debut. It seems like they're really making this a soft PLE, to be honest with you. If you hear the card and everything that they're planning for that night. Yeah, and the people that are going to show up, we could have The Rock back. We could have John Cena. I think we're definitely going to get John Cena to appear to talk about his retirement tour of 2025. It's going to be a hell of a night. That's a soft PLE, and I think this match could be a part of that. Don't stretch this thing to the Rumble. Finish it at Netflix. But I was disappointed though, not only with the finish, them being so predictable, and again, no Randy Orton. They teased it. You know, you saw it. Cody Cutter and all of that on the table outside the ring. Kevin Owens says hi, Randy. But still, no Randy Orton. When are we going to see Orton? That would be great. That would be great. That would be great. But I just think that they're going to have to finish him and Kevin first before he does anything to Cody. That would be a great swerve if he did it that way, Terrence. But sometimes Triple H just makes me think that he's not going to be that unpredictable, which I think that's his biggest fault for right now. And he's still a rook, kind of starting off at this. He's still kind of a rookie, but yeah, I just this isn't over. We see that now. Rhea Ripley coming out with Liv Morgan at the end of the match. That's not over. I'm getting so, and I like Rhea Ripley. It was if you're not gonna do anything, just I'm just gonna be here to get in your face and let everybody know we're not done yet. Nah, nah. She she's kind of becoming the new Charlotte Flair, maybe. I don't know. But speaking of Charlotte Flair, she'll be back pretty soon, I'm hearing. They may save her for the Rumble, but then again, there's a chance that she very well could pop up at this Netflix debut. Is Raw 2 hours when they move to Netflix? Because it's a lot going on that show. Is it still just 2 hours? That's true. And they could probably run 5 or 6 minutes into after the hour as they used to do back in the day on USA without it being any network issues. It's on Netflix. There's nothing coming on live immediately after Raw. So yeah, we definitely could get 2 hours with no commercials and maybe 2 hours and 5 minutes. You know, you can get a lot squeezed in the last 5 to 7 minutes, as we know. Back in the day, I used to try to record WWE when I would be working nights, and right after school and everything, I just finished high school or I was in college or something, and it's like, dog it, I can't never see what happened the last 2 minutes of the show because it would cut off at 10 o'clock, but Raw wasn't always in at 10 o'clock. So this is the beauty of the Netflix part, especially if they have it available for us to just see the replay, something like that. But anyway, that's it. Saturday night main event. Not a whole lot of intrigue. Everything went the way we expected, but I am glad that Liv Morgan and Gunther are still champions. I'm happy for Chelsea Green being a new first ever United States Women's Champion. And yeah, again, I'm over the Kevin Owens and Cody thing, and I'm definitely over the Liv and Rhea Ripley thing. So, Terrence, before we go, so they're doing all of this to put the title back on Rhea Ripley, or is she gonna finally? I thought they would have just let her in this with Rhea, and then when Becky Lynch comes back, she was actually the last person defeated by Liv. She comes back and tries to get the title. That's how I thought it would go. But they're really going to put the title back on Rhea Ripley then, it seems. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I would have much. No, yeah, me too, me too. Liv is probably the woman wrestler of the year, in my opinion, of 2024. I think Drew McIntyre could be the men's wrestler of the year for 2024. Just everything that he's done, the sacrifices that he's made, and just his will and commitment to the WWE. I think he should probably be the wrestler of the year. I will give it to those two. And when you know they're heels, that's why I love Jesse the Body Ventura, because he reminding us last night, I'm always for the heels. The hell with Cody. I like that and I miss that. And that's what I grew up on. The Jesse Venturas, the Bobby the Brain Heenans. Nobody hated Hogan more. Yeah, nobody hated Hogan more than me and Bobby the Brain Heenan. I mean, literally nobody. I loved it. And may he rest in peace. Huh? Jesse Ventura really hated Hogan? Oh wow. Okay, that's why Hogan wasn't there then, because there was rumors that he would be there. Well, that's good to me then. That sounds like, of course. Gotcha. Okay, I never heard about this story. Okay, interesting. That's interesting. Well, that just tells me, since Jesse Ventura is back in the WWE, being a consultant or something, he is back with the WWE. Then that tells me we won't see Hogan anytime soon, and that's good because I've always hated Hogan as a fan and outside of wrestling. Period. But in his words, doesn't work for me, brother. But that's all we got for today's show. Thank you for watching and listening. These videos are going up on YouTube immediately. And follow the Great Debate Show on all of our social media platforms: Facebook, IG, X, formerly known as Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. Well, that was it. WWE Saturday Night's Main Event post-show review. We just got it out of the way. We will be back later on tonight, immediately after Sunday Night Football. We have who is tonight's Sunday night game again? We got a few good games today. Buffalo and Detroit is one that I can't wait to see. Tonight is it the Bears and the Vikings? Yeah, that's going to be a good one. There's a few, but tonight, I think it's they are they are no Packers and Seahawks tonight on NBC. We will be back with you immediately following that. The Bears and the Vikings is Monday Night Football. We got two Monday Night Football games tomorrow night: Bears at Vikings and Falcons at Raiders. But tonight it's the Packers at the Seahawks. That should be a good game. It's the Seahawks are trying to stay ahead of the NFC West because the Rams are right on their ass, and then you got the Packers who are just still trying to catch up to Minnesota and Detroit. So yeah, that's a meaningful game. The Bills have won the AFC East already, but there's a chance that they still possibly get the 1 seed, maybe, or at least lock down the number 2 seed. So going to Detroit after losing to the Rams and allowing 44 points is going to be interesting to see how they fare against another NFC team in Detroit. And Detroit's trying to hold on to their number 1 seed because there are teams right on their ass like the Philadelphia Eagles. We got the Eagles and the Steelers also today. So yeah, we've got some pretty good games. Your Ravens are playing the Giants. 16-point favorites, Terrence. I know that does sound like a lot, but I know, in New York, but y'all are coming off of a bye though, so I wouldn't be surprised if you beat them by 15, instead of the 16. You know how they do. You know how they do with that. But yeah, hope everybody enjoys week 15 in the NFL. This season is flew by. We're gonna recap all of that and more tonight. Go ahead. You got anything else, Terrence? Go ahead. Well, I gave mine Friday on the Friday episode, and I think I went with the Steelers. I took the Steelers points plus 5.5. I went with the Bills to upset the Detroit Lions, and I think I also went with the Chargers to beat the Buccaneers on the money line, and last but not least, and I don't know what I'll be doing before the game starts, but I kind of want to take the Seahawks to beat the Packers with that plus. That plus is what's intriguing. So that was my 5 leg right there. If anybody wants to take a whack at it, there you go. But we're out of here. Okay, yeah, sure will. We'll do. All right, well, thanks for listening. And this has been the Great Debate Show, available wherever you get your podcast. Rate, review, and follow. Until next time, y'all have a good one and be safe out there. Sunday fun day, baby. Peace.